chase! Get on the ground! Do not move! Pull your arms out! Lay down on your stomach right now!
Law enforcement takes on a high-speed chase in this heart-pounding video from June 29th, 2023. The deputies play cat and mouse, encountering unexpected obstacles and even some wild twists along the way. Hold on to your hats as they show us how to catch a tiger by the tail. What unexpected surprises are in store for law enforcement as they navigate dangerous speeds and unanticipated challenges in their pursuit of the elusive suspect Trevor? Get ready for an adrenaline-pumping ride as the police take on a daring high-speed chase filled with twists, turns, and unexpected obstacles in this captivating video. On that fateful day, June 29th, 2023, dispatch was buzzing with news of a car that had fled a traffic stop in Winnebago County, Wisconsin. The Fond du Lac County deputies were alerted about the incident and quickly positioned themselves to stop the car. To add to the excitement, they also received information about the vehicle's incorrect registration. As the adrenaline-pumping chase unfolded, one deputy found the suspect vehicle as it blazed past at breakneck speed. He caught a glimpse of a lone wolf behind the wheel, later identified as Trevor, the speed demon, in his late 20s. Trevor sped off erratically with speeds of over 100 miles per hour in the southbound lanes when a traffic stop was attempted. Why did Trevor refuse to stop and instead choose to flee at such dangerous speeds when the traffic stop was attempted?
Southbound, passing town line, approaching Winnebago. Speeds at 130, still trying to catch up.
As they moved through the streets, the vehicles gradually slowed down and made a right turn onto Winnebago. With the pedal to the metal, they sped southbound on Rolling Meadows Drive, the sound of roaring engines filling the air as they reached a staggering 100 miles per hour. The chase had reached its climax, and the deputies were determined to bring Trevor to justice.
91 will be in pursuit. 91, 1080.
The chase led the deputies through a dangerous construction zone, taking an unexpected turn as they navigated treacherous roads. Despite using spikes to prevent Trevor's escape, he showed tenacity, quickly detecting the traps and deftly dodging them. Trevor remained one step ahead, determined to evade capture at all costs.
Southbound still, going through construction.
Would the deputies capture Trevor in the end, or would his daring escape become the stuff of legends? The streets of Rolling Meadows Drive held the secrets of this captivating tale, where determination and courage clashed in a battle for justice. The stakes were raised as the chase got more intense as the deputies sped up on Rolling Meadows Drive heading north and surrounded Trevor. As the pursuit reached a different portion of the road, Trevor found himself surrounded, with deputies closing in from all sides.
Sheriff 91, Nora 145 is requesting that you box him in if possible.
10-4, we're driving through the...
Officer, we've got you now, Trevor. Give up. Trevor, can't catch me now. He thought about making a last-ditch escape attempt. The chase had finally reached its conclusion, and as the dust settled, the streets of Rolling Meadows Drive began to whisper the tale of an unforgettable chase that would be remembered for years to come.
91, he's got nowhere to go.
As the chase reached its zenith, the constable considered a daring pit maneuver to bring the relentless pursuit to an end. There were many civilian vehicles dotted along the roadside, posing a risk too great to take. The decision to skip the move was made while prioritizing the safety of innocent bystanders.
Speed 76, I have traffic unable to do so at this time. In the binders, going into Wisconsin Kenworth.
The officers couldn't react quickly because of the traffic, which appeared to be working against them. Meanwhile, the suspect's desperate bid for freedom led on a perilous dance with destiny. But just as Trevor thought he might evade capture, another officer lay in wait with spike strips, determined to put an end to the careless pursuit. When the panicked suspect tried a risky turn, he only found himself trapped on the shoulder. Trevor, desperate to escape, abandoned the vehicle with officers in hot pursuit. In the chaos, he forgot a critical detail. The car was still in drive. The car rode down the ditch, colliding with Trevor and leaving him off balance. A hushed moment followed as the dust settled, leaving Trevor at the mercy of the determined officers. The officers issued a stern warning, commanding the suspect to stop right away. With the tables turned and the wheels of fate rolling over him, Trevor found himself caught red-handed at the hands of the determined officers who were not willing to let him slip through their fingers. One of the officers spoke up with a sense of triumph in his voice. "We've got him," he declared, ensuring Trevor understood that escape was no longer an option. The police asked Trevor, "Can you tell us about your condition? Are you having trouble catching your breath?" Trevor replied, "Yeah, I'm having trouble breathing."
I'm sorry, I just can't breathe.
Yeah? Okay, we're gonna stand you up walking the road, alright?
91 all units.
The police said, "All right, we'll help you stand up and walk towards the road. Can you do that?" Trevor responded, "Yeah, I'll try." The police then communicated with other units saying, "All units, you can slow down. Is everyone okay?" And asked Trevor, "Hey, weapons on you, man?" Trevor quickly replied, "Nah, I don't have any weapons on me."
Weapons on you, man?
No.
What's your name?
Harvey.
Trevor? Watch your step here. You guys good? Is everybody okay? Good.
The officer couldn't help but shake his head in bewilderment as he looked at Trevor. "How did you end up in this mess?" he questioned, his voice a mix of curiosity and concern. The police asked Trevor, "Can you understand the potential dangers of such a daring chase? Do you realize the risks, not just for yourself, but for innocent bystanders caught in the chaotic web of events?" Trevor responded, "Yeah, I know it was risky."
No hard feelings, man. I'm just doing our job, but you almost killed a lot of people. You almost got ran over by your car. Did you get hit by it at all?
Hey, you have a drink or something?
Need some water?
Or-
Why do you
The police inquired, "Have you consumed any alcohol or any other substances that could be harmful to your health?" Trevor firmly denied, "Nah, I haven't taken anything that could harm me."
did you take anything today that I need to worry about? Like you're not going to keel over and die on me?
No.
All right, we're going to walk up to 116, all right? And I'll work on getting you some water.
The police asked Trevor, "Do you want to make a call? Whom do you want to contact while we wait for the ambulance?" Trevor replied, "I need to call my girl." Aware of the possibility of warrants or other difficulties, the officer ensured Trevor had a chance to reach out to someone.
I can call.
Who do you want to call?
My girl.
We got to talk a little bit, all right?
I
Before we
know.
start making some phone
Can I
calls.
just tell her just what? So I mean.
The police asked Trevor, "So you're saying you don't have any connections in Milwaukee, and that's why you ran? Is the vehicle stolen?" Trevor replied, "No, the vehicle is not stolen. It belongs to Tia. And, the plates are mine. They're from my previous vehicle, a Jeep."
Is that Tia?
What's up with the plates, though? The plates are yours.
Oh, they're off because we just bought the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
So they're off her previous vehicle.
What was your previous vehicle?
Jeep.
The police tried to defuse the tense situation now that Trevor was in their custody. The police asked Trevor, "Could you please slide your feet in and turn on the AC for your comfort?" Trevor complied. The officer asked him about his health, and Trevor replied, "Oh, I don't think there's anything to worry about." The officers pressed further, asking, "Are you sure about that?" Trevor reassured them, "Yeah, I'm fine. No need to worry." The officer's underlying motive was to protect Trevor and prevent any unfavorable outcomes.
Slide your feet in. Let me crank the AC up for you a little bit.
All right.
So 100%, you didn't ingest anything that I need to be worried about, and that's not.
No,
that's
I
not.
swim. I had the windows were up. I was swimming.
Recognizing the significance in Trevor's rights, the officers allowed him to make a call, ensuring fairness, and started to read about his rights. The police began, "Trevor, we need to talk about your rights. It's crucial that you understand them fully." Trevor nodded and the officers continued. "You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in court. You also have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be assigned to you without any time limit. Do you understand these rights?" Trevor replied, "Yeah, I get it. I've seen it in the movies." The officers emphasized, "It's not just in the movies, Trevor. These rights are essential. We need to make sure you understand them."
And will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to be appointed to direct questions now without any time you wish. Do you understand these rights?
Yeah.
Realizing your rights in mind, are you willing to make or
Yeah.
answer questions or make a statement?
Yeah.
"Are you willing to cooperate and provide information?" Trevor hesitated for a moment before nodding. "All right, I'll cooperate." They demonstrated their expertise and dedication to addressing the matter with the utmost care and remained steadfast in their duty to protect and uphold justice. Trevor faced felony charges for fleeing, endangering others, and multiple violations, including OWI, resisting, and obstructing officers. Citations totaled over $1,000.